Okay, and welcome to my video channel. As mentioned earlier, I don't like to use my video cam, uh, but in this instance I am. This is a very serious video, and it's titled How to Grow YouTube Channel 2023, uh, YouTube Growth, Video SEO, YouTube Tips, YouTube Strategy. Now, there's a lot of people that say that your title should be 45 um, characters long. There's a lot of people on YouTube saying that. I don't know if there's any truth in that, but there you go. I want to throw that in. Now, growing a YouTube channel can be extremely profitable, beyond belief, but it can also be a nightmare if you don't have the right approach and strategies. What I'm going to talk about today in this video is some effective tips and techniques to help you grow your YouTube channel. Now, what this channel is all about is, at the moment I've only got one subscriber. The channel is 3 days long. You are invited to subscribe if you would like and come along in my journey, and then basically adopt or use the strategy I'm using to achieve a net result of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watch time. And the 4,000 hours watch time it's got to be done in a year, but I'm looking at achieving that sooner rather than later. Okay. Now, there's 9 videos before this, and I've covered a lot of ground, with free tools and all of that and how to use them. So, if you want to become familiar with what's actually going on here, it'd be a good idea to go and look at some of those videos. Okay. Now, to begin with, you need high quality content that is engaging and valuable to your target audience / niche. Okay, so you've got to pick a niche, and you can't play around. You've got to stick to that niche. The algorithm doesn't like that. You can't make a video about basketball and then a video about pet dogs. Like, your channel's got to be about dogs, full stop, or basketball, full stop, when you're starting from scratch. The algorithm just doesn't like, swapping and changing and all of that. And there's a lot of people running around saying that the algorithm changed in 2023. Well, I agree, it did. I had a YouTube channel with some key, with selling products, and I basically monopolized, those keywords, and then all of a sudden, basically the video went missing. It's like, I don't know, it's 200 deep in the heap. And yeah, they did change their algorithm. The algorithm is more about basically keeping YouTube, people that engage YouTube, on the YouTube website longer, and with quality content and so forth. And you see, what basically happens is, if you start a new YouTube channel, like I've just done in the last 3 days, YouTube is testing you. Basically, it's testing you. Well, their algorithm, their computers are, and it's testing you. and it's testing, like if people like your videos, are they watching them, like what's the engagement times, like is it 98, 97%, and should they recommend that video to other people that are interested in that niche, and if it all fits into, their algorithm, they'll start doing that. Okay, so yeah, as mentioned, you need high quality content. Uh, Now, I did briefly mention, optimizing your video title. Well, 45 characters. You see, in this case, what I've done is, the title is How to Grow a YouTube Channel 2023. I could just leave it at that. But I've also included YouTube growth, video SEO, YouTube tips, and YouTube strategy. So the algorithm is going to pick up on, those additional items. Okay, and believe me, the those string the well, the actual title, it's a pretty hard it it's pretty hard to break into this field of endeavor that I'm breaking into, because there's a hell of a lot of competition. But I'm prepared to give it a bash. I'm prepared to give it a go, and we'll talk about that as we keep going. I'd also like to mention that I really, really need you to subscribe, hit the like, and hit the notification bell, because I'm putting out a lot of content, driving this driving this channel to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours. Okay, now with this algorithm, it also, like when you're talking, it's going to pick up on words that you're using, and it's going to pick up on words that you use in your description. And I'm just going to read off a whole heap of words, because I need these words in the for, the algorithm. And the words I'm going to read, and I'll come back and we'll discuss them. The words are YouTube growth, YouTube tips, YouTube strategy, YouTube marketing, YouTube promotion, video SEO, social media marketing, content creation, audience engagement, channel optimization, YouTube analytics, YouTube algorithm, branding collaboration, video production, thumbnail design, title optimization, description optimization, subscriber growth, monetization, strategies, YouTube community. Now let's just run through these really quickly. YouTube, uh, what's the first one that I mentioned? YouTube growth. YouTube growth. Okay, YouTube growth. Now, obviously, we're trying to grow the channel. YouTube tips. Well, that's what I'm giving you right here and now. You've got to have a YouTube strategy. Well, you've got to select a niche. Okay. YouTube marketing. I've already done a video about that. Um, you'll see one. It's about marketing. YouTube promotion. Well, look, you've got to do the whole thing organically, as far as I'm concerned. You've just got to do it organically. You could go and promote it, your channel in other places or whatever, but I'd basically stick to doing it in-house on YouTube until you actually reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000, like audience time. Uh, Video SEO, or video search engine optimization, which is SEO. Well, that's what we're talking about here and now. Social media marketing. Well, you you know, tell all your friends on social media what you're doing, and you know, you could play around with some social media marketing, but at this point in time, I'm not doing any of that. Content creation, well, I basically I do really simple videos like this. You know, I told you that my actual cam is not very good. Uh, you know, like at the moment, you know, if I'm making money, I obviously want to buy you know, a decent cam or a decent camera or whatever, but video recorder or whatever, but video uh, camera. But the whole thing about it is, at this stage, I'm just running with what I've got, and I'm not spending any money. Now, the audience engagement is very, very, very important. You see, if you want to get to 4,000 hours watch time and you just make short videos, it's going to be a little bit harder, but short videos are sweet and to the point, and you've got to keep people engaged. And, you know, hopefully this is keeping you guys engaged. Uh, the channel optimization, well, we're sort of talking about that. YouTube analytics, well, you know, you've got to look at the analytics, you've got to look at where people are, you know, what countries are engaging your actual, uh, your channel, and you've got to keep a track on that, and you know, which videos are doing best, and you've got to basically reason out why, you know, some, some videos are doing better than others. Now, as mentioned, the YouTube algorithm, well, that's changed. You know, it's ruined a lot of people. Uh, and I take that into consideration. I take this new this new YouTube algorithm into consideration when I'm talking to you. Uh, Branding collaboration, well, I just don't really want to talk about that at the moment. Now, video production, as mentioned, I just do it in a very simplistic way. Thumbnail design, very, very important. I was listening to a guy recently, and what he's basically now. I did do some videos, and I've told you where to get your illustrations for thumbnails, and I even showed you how to make a thumbnail in the earlier videos. And as mentioned, there's 9 videos that I've made, and one of them is about thumbnails. You know, how to make them, how to get you know, illustrations that you can use for commercially and have no problems with copyright and all of that. But I did watch a video recently, and the actual illustration you use is, it should be really way out there, you know, something unusual, something different, something that really sticks out from the rest of the pack. I've talked about the title optimization. Um, Okay, and then, well, YouTube community, well, you know, you could reach out to the YouTube community and get invited onto another YouTube channel and try and promote your channel. And, you know, like, what I, what's his name, you know, that Beast guy, you know, like, who they're basically saying, Mr. Beast, who is the guru of YouTube, or one of the gurus. But you know, basically, I read somewhere, and you know, he doesn't really like to talk about it. But what I did read was, you know, basically he befriended a, a very popular YouTube channel, and he got invited onto that, and that's basically where he got his, you know, that's basically how he became successful. I don't know if there's any truth in that. I've got no idea, but you know, that's what I heard. So, you know, basically he was putting out good content, fair enough. And then, you know, he went on to one of these YouTube channels that, you know, like got 1 million or a couple of million subscribers. And then, you know, he introduced himself, and then people started looking at his YouTube videos, and the whole thing started rocking and rolling from there. So, and then there's people running around saying, wow, he's a genius, he's a genius. Well, well, is he really? Okay. And what else do we need to talk about here? Uh, well, like, that's about it. I think that'll do it at this point in time. So, like how to grow a YouTube channel 2023, YouTube growth, video SEO, which is search engine optimization, YouTube tips, and YouTube strategy. Now, I think I've given you a fair bit in this video to think about. And as mentioned, like my actual cam's not real good, and I do use OBS. And in one of the videos that I've already made, that hopefully you're going to go and have a look at, I talk about OBS. And look, if you want to use OBS, it's totally free. It's pretty good. And if you don't understand how to use it at all, there's heaps and heaps and heaps of videos on YouTube, with guys that are, that'll tell you how to set it up so you can, you know, you can have it on this. This is like what they call a studio mode, or you can set it up so that you're totally faceless, and then everything that you've got on your desktop, they're seeing, and they're not seeing you. Like there's a lot of people making videos about, how to make faceless uh, YouTube videos, etc. But I really, really, really am sincere about building this channel, and I am very serious about people who subscribe to this channel and are starting out from scratch, like I am here, and trying to build their channel up. Okay, as mentioned, I did have a channel, but which was it was just starting to sort of come good, but then they changed the whole algorithm, which basically you know ruined what I was doing. So let's see how all of this goes. And as far as I'm concerned, it's my opinion that this is a fantastic channel to actually subscribe to, because you can follow this journey. It's real, it exists, it's happening, and any problems that I do have, I am going to overcome them, because I'm not going to give in. I am not going to give in. And, like, get on board, guys. Guys and girls, get on board. Okay, I'm going to stop recording. Thank you, and see you next time.